Welcome back to another video, my people.
So today we are in the Christmas spirit.
As you can tell,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
We're going to be doing arts and crafts. Last time Steven got crafty all by himself. Today I'm going to join him. We're going to be decorating wreaths on a budget.
Because
Yes.
everything we do it on a budget.
Yes, we do. We like to save.
Yeah, even when we become millionaires one day, we still not going to be blowing money out the window. I like to stay in my lane.
Yeah. So let me show you some of the things that we got.
Yes.
Here go the wreaths.
Wreaths.
As you can see, we went to the Dollar Tree, and this is where we got all of our stuff that we'll be using to decorate our wreaths. I actually got these little mini ornaments, silver mini ornaments. Yeah, they're very glittery. I also got these little glittery silver flowers. I may use everything, I may not. I also got these white pom-poms. May use the bells on here, I don't know. Yes, that's
This was
right
mine.
there.
Little bows, different colors. This one was also mine. A red flower. I got some ideas. I got some little different colored bells, gold and red. Then I'm gonna go with the red and green theme, you know what I'm saying?
And as you can see, I'm gonna go with like silver and white.
I got another red flower and some more red bells over here on my side. So while we do this, we decided to give you guys a little story time. Our story time is going to be about our wedding and how our wedding ended up on TV.
For those of you who didn't know, our wedding was on TV, on Lifetime to be exact, but we'll get into more details in a little bit. Where should we start, babe? It's kind of a lengthy story, so we decided this would be the perfect time to share this with you guys.
So we actually only dated for not even a full 2 years before we got married. It was like a little bit, if y'all can't see what we're doing, we're just like I'm kind of fanning out the wreath, because it's a little flat looking, you know, make it look a little more realistic,
a little more poofy looking,
a little thicker. Because I know they like it a little thicker, you know what I'm saying, like a Snickers.
Okay, babe. Anyway, back to the story. So we had been dating for like almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years. But at that point, I already knew she was the one. So, like, when you know, you know. You know? You don't have to date someone for 9 years to know if they're the one. When you know, you know. Mm-hmm. I went to her dad and asked her dad for his blessings. I was like, you know, I don't really have anything. I don't have a lot of money. I'm renting an apartment, you know, 1 bedroom. I don't have much, but I know I love your daughter. I know I want to marry her, and I want to get your blessings so I can start to like save up for the ring and save up for the wedding, because I know she wanted a fancy wedding.
I know something crazy. This whole time, like when he went over to my parents' house and he had asked my dad for his blessing, I had no idea that this was even on Steven's mind. Of course. Marriage was something we had already talked about, you know. We asked each other how we felt about that, and we were both on the same page. I know one of the things that we really talked about a lot was family. That was very important to Steven, right? And to me too. We're both really big on family. We love our families, and we were. And little did I know that Steven was gonna go and talk to my dad and ask him for his blessing.
All right, so I went and asked Mr. Will. What's up, Will? Shout out Will, my father-in-law, you know what I'm saying? For the blessings. And he was like, yeah, he gave me the blessings. You know, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. All right, cool. And then I got a phone call maybe like a week later. And I'm like not going to answer because it's a weird number I don't know. And Kathy's like, answer it. I want to see who it is. Who's calling us?
Because it was a 310 number. I'm like, this boy does not know.
It's California number. So I answer it, and it was an agent who offered me a job about a year before, right? So this agent offered me a job, which was like to go on a talk show, which was like it's like a talk show about like sexual relationships in between couples, right?
Very inappropriate.
Yeah, super inappropriate.
Like how weird is that?
So we was like, nah, that's not for us. I appreciate you, but you know, if there's ever like anything else, you let me know and we're down, right?
Yeah.
So then this is a year later now. Fast forward, the same agent hits me up. And he's like, hey, what's up, my guy? Are you still with your girlfriend? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still with my girlfriend. He's like, how are you guys doing? I'm like, well, we're doing great. I'm like, you know, like, why? What's up? He's like, well, before I tell you what's up, he's like, have you ever thought about marrying her? And I'm like, Yeah, of course I thought about marrying her. And then, like, remember, this is like a week after I asked her father for the blessings, and she has no idea about this. So I'm like, yeah, I thought about getting married. And he's like, so what's stopping you? I'm like, honestly, the only reason I haven't got married is like, I don't have, you know, like the financial backing, you know, like I want to give this woman, she's the woman of my dreams. So I want to give her the wedding of her dreams, you know what I mean? Yeah. So the guy's like, why haven't you got married? I'm like, I don't got the money for it. And he's like, oh man, I got a crazy opportunity for you. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, well, there's this new show and they're looking for people who want to get married on the show. And, you know, they're going to cover a lot of the costs and help you guys pick and design everything and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no
too good to be true.
way. This right, like there's no way. It just can't be. At the end of the day, it really was, you know. And we ended up having a great, phenomenal wedding.
So I'll make sure to insert pictures of the wedding throughout the video so you guys can see little bits of it. I'm gonna make sure to insert the pictures.
Okay, this is what we'll do. If we don't put those clips in this video, then she'll put the link to where you can actually see our wedding on YouTube through the Lifetime channel.
Yes, I'll do that.
I think that I really liked about our wedding that even though it was through the network and it was like a wedding planner who kind of did everything for us, Kathy really got to choose like everything, all the details.
Everything. I literally got to choose my dress from a catalog. I gave them an idea of what I wanted. I chose the color schemes, the kind of the theme of the wedding. I wanted my wedding to take place outdoor while the sun was setting, and that's exactly what I got, and it was amazing. It was perfect. So after Steven gets the call, we're just going with the flow, and Steven brings it up to me like, oh, this is crazy, like we just got this opportunity. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? Like the wedding of our dreams? Yes, let's do it. Like let's take this opportunity. Little did we know everything that was gonna come along the way with that, right? So we go to the audition. I think they interviewed a total of 20 couples or something? Out of the 20 and 25 couples, they only chose 4. And we happened to be one of those 4 that they selected in the very end. I guess they really liked our personalities and our story. So we were one of the lucky ones, one of the blessed ones. And from there, that's when they started asking me, well, what's my dream wedding? What are some of the things that I want them to incorporate into the wedding? Little details, and I was very specific. So after the audition, Steven asked, when is this going to take place? We're like, well, you know, with the holidays coming up, it's most likely going to happen afterwards. So sometime in January, February.
Yeah, they said around 6 months. Right?
Yeah, so remember, we're in September, right? So we're like January, February. Oh my gosh, that's right around the corner.
That's crazy fast for a wedding.
How can you plan a wedding so quickly?
It's like 6 months. There's no way this is gonna happen that quick.
How are we gonna get this? You know, how are they gonna pull it off? Basically, they called Steven and they were like, "Okay, we have a date for you guys." So we're super excited. We're like, "Oh my gosh, we finally got the date!" You know, so we can send the save the date cards, whatever, to all of our family and friends. They're like, "Your wedding date is in 2 weeks from now."
2 weeks.
Like, we're like, wait.
We were stressing over 6 months, thinking that's way too soon. And these people want to tell us 2 weeks we're going to get married.
We were like, no, this is not going to happen.
Yeah, so we told them no.
We ended up telling them no. No, we didn't say no. Steven was like, oh, no, we can't do that. Oh, yeah, I looked at Steven and I was like, wait, even though I thought 2 weeks was so crazy, right? But I looked at him and I was like, babe, what do you mean no? Like, how are we going to let go of this opportunity? Like, we need this, you know? Like, when else are we gonna get the wedding of our dreams?
And on TV.
I was like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do now? Freaking out. But Steven is very familiar with like the entertainment industry. He's part of that. So I'm like, you know what? He knows what he's doing. I'm just gonna go with the flow and just hope and pray to God that this actually ends up working out. So the production really liked him so much that they were like, no, like we really want you guys to be part of the show. Please don't back out. Is there anything that we can do on our end to maybe convince you guys, you know, to stay with us? And Steven was like, yeah, you guys can push our date back because 2 weeks is too soon. Like, you guys had originally said 6 months and now it's too soon for us. and they were like very hesitant. Like they did not want to make it happen for us. And Steve was like, well, no, if there's nothing else that you can do and you know, you can't make it work, then it's just not going to work out for us on our end either. Like a day or two went by and he gets a call. That's when they said, okay, this is the only thing we can do. This was the best we can do. We're going to give you the last date available, which ended up being a month after we had heard about the opportunities, which was still crazy. Like it was still too
So it went
soon.
from 6 months out wedding to 2 weeks to like almost 2 months to have a wedding.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Is
like
that right?
a month. Yeah.
Like a month and a half.
Yeah,
right?
which was crazy. Like it's too soon. Like, oh my gosh. So we took it. We're like, okay, fine. Oh my gosh. So that was very stressful. And we only had 3 weeks to figure out who we're gonna invite. As soon as I found out the location, I went to, I don't remember if I went to like Home Depot or no.
What?
I went somewhere to do the invitations because I needed to, you know, send them out right away.
Home Depot. Why would you say Home Depot?
I meant Office Depot. That's I was like, no.
Home Depot. It's probably
I'm
like
over here being
Staples or
handy.
something, no? This is being handy, my people. A glue gun.
Fail. That was so embarrassing. Oh my gosh, I'm red, you guys. I'm embarrassed. Don't judge me. Oh my gosh, I'm red. Anyway, I went to Office Depot to do the invitations so that I could send them out right away. Then we get notice that it's no longer taking place at this venue. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I got the invitations done. I'm getting ready to send them out. What do you mean? This is not the location. They're like, there's been a change of plans. Like, it's going to take place somewhere else. Like, well, I need to know, like, right away because the wedding is less than 2 weeks away. And we need, you know, to tell our people. Otherwise, we're not going to have any guests. I think we found out, like, a week before. Yeah. And I'm not even exaggerating. No. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
2 days before the wedding, I finally got my dress. And because I ordered it through a catalog, it arrived at home, right? And as soon as I take it out, that thing was humongous. It was like triple my size. And I was so skinny when we first got married. I was so thin.
You still look great.
Oh my God, I was like a size 0 or 2, something crazy. And the dress was like a size, I don't know, 14 or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, 2 days before the wedding, like what am I gonna do? Little did I know that we were gonna film at the, you know, a day before the wedding and get my dress fitted that same day. We did the cake tasting that day as well, the day before the wedding, right?
Cake tasting the day before.
We practiced
at
our
Portals.
Yeah,
Shout out Portals. If you from California, you know what Portals is. You know what's up with that.
And if you're not from California, that's a Cuban bakery. If you ever come out to LA, you
bomb pastries. Fire pastries.
Super yummy. We also practiced our first dance, right?
Yeah,
we went to like
one little dance lesson.
Yeah, we went to like the official like dance studio. I've seen it actually in a lot of movies.
It's in a lot of
shows.
anything that has to do with like Hollywood and dance lessons, they always do it at that same spot.
Yeah, this is all taking place a day before the wedding, the actual wedding.
This is all taking place a day before the wedding, the actual wedding.
And I think we started filming with them around, I don't know, 9 a.m. and we didn't finish till like 8 p.m. We were so exhausted. And I still didn't have like a dress for like the after party. So we ended up going to the mall after that. And I was so tired. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear the dress the whole day. Well, you burned yourself?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear the same dress the whole day. It's okay. But of course, I want to be all extra and wearing a different dress. So Stan was like, no, let's just go to the mall. Let's see if we find one. We did. And I'll make sure to insert a picture so you guys can see my dress. And then from there, we went to sleep. And the next day was the big day. So I actually had just turned 23 3 days before.
Yeah, so listen to this. Her birthday is October 20th. Mm-hmm. Our anniversary, or the day we got married, is October 23rd. So that means October is a very expensive month for poor Steven.
So if you guys
I'm
want to
start
help
a GoFundMe page. No, we need help.
He takes Zelle too.
Zelle.
Just kidding. But yeah, so the next day was the big day. And Oh, so he actually had 2 of his family members fly in from Boston. Kix, which is his sister, and our goddaughter, Kira. She was a baby. She had just turned 1 year. And your abuelito.
My abuelito.
Yeah.
They were the only 2 that could come make it in such short notice.
Which we totally understand.
Of course.
It sucks because, of course, I know Steven wanted everyone to be part of that.
Well, one day we'll get remarried and we'll have everyone there. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, and I wanted
y'all
all
will
of
be
my
invited too.
too.
You know what I'm saying? Blast gang.
And my tia Janesita came from El Salvador too.
Oh yeah, your tia was here from El Salvador.
Yeah, she was.
Right.
So we had a few, family members that were able to fly in, which was nice.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing we didn't mention is that Kathy's bridesmaids were her 2 cousins, Iris and Jen, and my sister Samantha. And so there was also her mom and my mom. So all those ladies went to Kathy's house in the morning and were getting like all their makeup done. Was it makeup or hair?
Yeah,
or what?
hair and makeup. We had to get our makeup done too, but with like our own production. So we went to the actual venue, and that's when we arrived. I got mic'd up. I just felt like a superstar that day.
And they had wine. All the ladies was having wine.
And Mama Juana. Well, for those of you guys who don't know what Mama Juana is, maybe you want to explain.
Mama Juana is a Dominican alcohol beverage. Yeah. It's known for many things. It's supposed to be like a natural remedy and many cures, medicinal.
Big and medicinal. And then here comes a Dominican, and I'm like,
let's put some rum in this and see what
yes.
Yeah, so it's a rum-based Dominican beverage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're drinking, they're eating, they're drinking. All the girls is together. They're partying. And then for me, I only had one best man. What is it usually? Groomsman?
It's usually groomsman.
Usually groomsman, but I didn't have groomsman. I only had one best man because it's my best man. You know what I'm saying? My boy Cuba Crack.
Shout out to Cuba, my brother-in-law.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it was just me and Cuba Crack, and so it was. So the girls had like their side. I didn't get to see Kathy all day long because they kept us separated. I'm with me, Cuba, my dad, and my grandpa. Right? And like same, they have like...
Tono, I think.
Oh, and Tio Tono, right? Yeah. The whole day I'm like stressing because we go to the venue after them. I'm like stressing, going crazy, sweating. You know, I'm like stress eating. I'm like eating these little Subway sandwiches. I'm like, yo, I need a drink so bad. But the bar wasn't open yet, nothing. I'm like, wow, man, crazy. Finally, they get us drinks, right? I'm like, oh, man, thank you. They give me a drink. I have my first drink. I take like 2 sips. And then the production team like busts in and they're like, okay, it's time to go. Put on your jacket. We got to get out of here in like 10 minutes. And I'm like, oh, man, like, Dad, hold my drink. I told my dad, hold my drink. Help put on my jacket, like, you know, button up, tighten it up. When I go back to finish my drink, like, oh my God, I can't wait to finish drink. My dad was so nervous that he drank his. When I gave him mine, he was like, you too, boo. Like, we were all just so nervous.
He was like, oh, I'm sorry.
He was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, oh man, so I literally had like 2 sips of a drink before I got married, bro. Like a lot of people usually have like a little pregame, turn up a little bit, you know, for the nerves, the edge, you know what I mean? The ladies were having wine, Mama Juana.
We were good. We were too good. We were so good that my #1 rule was, okay, so when they asked me what kind of wedding I want, like my theme, I said I wanted the sunset, beach wedding, all of that, right? They're like, oh, okay. One of the questions after that was, do you guys want to be barefoot? I said, absolutely not. No one's going to be barefoot. We all have to have shoes on, you know, during the wedding. So, okay, no problem. So I'm getting mic'd up a different way now because I'm wearing a dress that's strapless. So now they somehow tied the battery to my leg and then it like wired up
the mic pack.
The mic pack, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They tied the mic
It
pack.
is where the battery's at though, you're right.
Yeah, because that thing was hot. Like it was burning my leg.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they're putting me together, all of that, doing the last minute touch-ups. And they're like, okay, let's go. The sun is setting right now. And I had to walk out at a specific time because you guys know once the sun starts to set, it starts to go down really quickly. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what I wanted. So I was like, okay, I'm walking out as they're still doing the last minute touches. And I'm like, wait, my shoes. And they said, oh, no, honey, we don't have time for that. Let's go. Keep mowing. I said, no. So they were trying to get my shoes. At that time, it was too late. So I ended up walking down the aisle. The girl that said she wanted no one at the wedding to be barefoot ended up being barefoot today.
Shoes, but that worked out in my favor because, as you know, I'm a little shorter than Kathy. And since she didn't have a heel and I had my shoe on, it brought me a little closer. You know what I'm saying? I'm still shorter, but it brought me a little closer. So I wasn't mad at that at all. So thank you for those production teams. You know what I'm saying? Of course, but you know, I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then everything else was so beautiful. Pastor Perry from our church was the one who married us. And everyone loved the ceremony. It was perfect timing. We got the sunset.
The wedding was like super dope, the way we liked it.
And it happened in October, which usually in October it rains, it's gloomy, all of that. That day was so beautiful.
Oh, and we didn't even tell you. It was in the Marina Del Rey, and it was
yeah.
at the yacht club. So it was literally on the edge of the ocean.
Very beautiful.
Well, we were sitting, it's actually shaped like sort of like a boat. So it's shaped like, it looks like we're in the front of a boat almost, like on the ocean front. But we're like on land. Beautiful yacht club, very high-end, exquisite. You gotta have money to be there.
Very
you know
nice.
what I mean?
You know, we were there.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. The wedding, it was like super perfect. I felt like it was super simple, but like, I know it wasn't simple, but it wasn't like overwhelming and it wasn't extra. Like it was just like the perfect. Like it wasn't simple, but it was perfect. Our pastor, shout out Perry, he didn't, you know, it wasn't one of those guys that talked forever. He didn't make it too lengthy.
And everyone loved it.
Yeah,
like
he made everyone laugh. He
nice.
made everyone like, you know, warm their hearts.
Yeah.
Everyone felt all the good emotions. And at the end, we had bomb delicious food.
Very good food. Yeah.
We had a DJ, of course. We had open bar. The only thing too about doing your wedding on TV that I did not like is that one, we couldn't pick the wedding song that we wanted to dance to because we wanted to do, which song was it? Ed Sheeran? Was it Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, Thinking Out Loud.
Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. But because it's copyright and it's on TV, you have to get like clearance and pay for it.
It's just a lot
so
of work.
it's like we didn't have enough time to do that. So we had to come onto like an instrumental type song.
Yeah.
And second, for the DJ, like when they're, you know, when they're playing music, like whenever they were recording, they couldn't really play like
certain songs.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Songs without words.
Yeah.
Like, it was just very like strict. You know?
Yeah, it was regulated. The music was very regulated.
But everyone had a great time. We got a bar that was supposed to last for 2 hours. It cleared out in like 45 minutes.
Yeah, because people was drinking heavy.
Yeah, so you know everyone had a great time.
Everyone had a great time. It was super dope.
Was
After
nice.
that, who was it? Your tia?
Tia Carlita.
Yeah,
She hooked us up.
They gifted us for our as a wedding gift a night in a very nice hotel right there in the marina area that night. So we actually got to stay right there. We made it to the hotel. We had a couple drinks at the bar. And
we actually stayed at 2 different hotels. So one night was my tia, and the next night was my parents.
Oh, was that what
Yeah,
it was?
'cause
That's
we
why I
went to 2
couldn't
different
remember.
hotels, yeah.
Okay. So we got married, and you know, most people are like, when was the honeymoon? Because the wedding was so last minute, so not planned, so rushed.
And I was still in school at the time.
Still in school. Again, I didn't have money for anything. So we didn't get to go on our on our honeymoon right away. It actually took us 3 years to go on our honeymoon.
We went to Thailand.
That I was gonna say, but it worth the wait because Thailand was amazing.
Yes, it was. Every time we talk about Thailand, we tell everyone to go.
That might be the next story time.
Yeah,
we won't
we
say
will.
too much. So comment, let us know if you want us to do a story time about Thailand, okay?
Yes.
And then also let us know if you like these type of stories about us, about our relationship, about how we met. Comment if you want to learn about anything specific. Also, this is arts and crafts, like a DIY type.
DIY.
I said that, right?
I don't know. I think it's DIY.
DIY type video. Even though we haven't showed you much of what we're doing, we've been doing it while talking. But I think we're all done now, right?
I think so.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. Our next video is going to be Christmas decorating the house.
Yes.
Okay? We have 2 wreaths right here. Got wreath 1, Kathy's wreath. Wreath 2, Steven's wreath. You guys are going to vote. You let us know which wreath you like. Wreath 1, Kathy. Wreath 2, Steven. And let us know which one you like. Whoever wins, that is the wreath that's going to go on our door.
Yes.
All right, hold on. Let me show this cam.
So here go our wreaths.
Do you want to talk about your wreath? Do you want to explain it a little bit? I want to explain mine.
Yeah, so I went.
I'll let you go first. Go ahead.
So as you guys saw earlier for the
Hold on, sorry. Sorry, Bless Gang. Let me move this out of the way.
Interrupting me.
Alright, go ahead.
So I went with the white silver theme, as you guys can see, because this year I want to decorate the house and make it all white and silver. Don't be a hater, babe. I see you.
Babe, focus on talking to the Bless
Oh
Gang.
my gosh. So yeah, this is all I did. Very simple, very cute. I think it looks very elegant. And this one totally deserves to go on our door.
All right, my turn. Okay, guys, this is the winner that you guys have been asking for. It's the red one. You know what I'm saying? Red and green. It's Christmas theme. I have bells on it because that way when you open the door, you can hear the joy through the door. And not only that, but I picked these specific leaves and broke them in this specific way because they remind me of a plant.
Oh my gosh.
That I like a lot.
No.
So make sure you go vote for number 2, which is Steven.
No,
okay?
vote for number 1 because this actually goes with the theme. We don't want to be mismatching around here.
Alright, Bless Gang.
Alright, you guys. Thank you guys for watching.
It's okay, baby. You can copy me. You can put your hand in it. I know you wanted to.
I did.
I know you did. Look how cute I look.
Alright, you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
I'm
We'll
gonna
see you
stay
guys
in my
next
ring.
time.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Bye, Bless Gang. We love y'all.